Picture a world dipped in honey. Everyone's rich, not comfortable, drowned in it. Hunger, a myth your grandmother whispers about. Rent, a word museums display behind glass. The whole concept of need, archived, irrelevant, extinct. You wake up one Tuesday and notice nothing hurts anymore. The bills evaporated. The grind dissolved. That electric panic that lived in your chest, unplugged. You step outside. The world smells expensive, like leather interiors and silence that costs 6 figures. Every surface reflects. Every person glides. No one rushes because rushing implies somewhere better to be. Week 1 tastes like champagnes. Strangers embrace in supermarkets. The phrase, "I can't afford it," becomes ancient slang. Dreams stop being theoretical. They're Tuesday afternoons. You think, this is it. We finally made it. Week 2, the markets go quiet. Not collapse, irrelevance. When everyone owns everything, supply and demand become philosophical concepts. Currencies drift like confetti no one bothers to chase. Work becomes cosplay. Surgeons still cut, but on their own schedule. Teachers still teach, but only when inspiration whispers. Purpose becomes optional, and optional things tend to gather dust. By week 3, you notice vacations lose meaning when every day is Saturday. Rewards feel hollow when there's nothing to overcome. The nights stretch. You see them everywhere now. People in $1,000 coats with $10 eyes, walking under streetlights like extras, searching for their scene. Something's missing. Not money. Something money was supposed to unlock. A door, it turns out, was painted on. Here's what nobody tells you about paradise. Gold without shadow is just beige. You can't taste sweet without bitter on your tongue. You can't feel warmth without knowing cold. You can't feel rich if no one remembers empty. So we start inventing new ladders to climb. Status becomes subjective. Who has better taste? Whose life looks more curated? Even in utopia, we need someone to be better than. It's not cruelty. It's architecture. We're built with the need for up. The artists go first. They paint longing they no longer feel. Singers wail about hunger their bodies forgot. Actors recreate struggle for audiences who miss remembering. One man plants a farm, not for food, for fatigue. I needed, he says, to remember what earned felt like. A girl opens a bakery and gives bread away. Not charity, archaeology. She's excavating the feeling of giving when it costs you something. There's a hunger that only arrives when the pantry's full, a craving for imperfection, resistance, the smell of risk, things you can't purchase, like surprise, like change, like the wild, irrational fact that tomorrow might matter. Even love gets strange. You don't fall for someone's fire anymore, you fall for their aesthetic, for the way they photograph next to you in paradise. But love without obstacles isn't love, it's interior design. You start missing things you swore you hated. Alarm clocks, deadlines, the ache in your legs after pushing too hard. Proof you existed today. Proof it wasn't easy. Without struggle, the world becomes a museum. Pristine, permanent, embalmed. I walking one evening through streets that look CGI perfect. No beggars, no billboards, no beautiful chaos, just peace so thick it suffocates. A kid's drawing on pavement with chalk. A house, a sun, 2 stick figures holding hands. He looks up, grins, and I realize that was richer than anything in my account. Maybe we had it backwards. We thought money was the answer. Turns out it was just permission. Permission to stop asking the question. So flip it. What would we still do if money vanished tomorrow? Would you still make music? Still risk heartbreak? Still build something you can't sell? I think you would. Because humans aren't wired for wealth. We're wired for hunger. The kind that keeps you moving. Not toward more, toward matter. When everything is gold, nothing glows. When no one needs anything, no one gives anything real. So what if everyone was rich? Maybe we'd finally learn. Rich was never the currency. It was the ache, the thing that wakes you up wanting, the risk, the thing that reminds you you're mortal, the cost, the thing that makes the win worth remembering. Maybe being rich was never the dream. Maybe the dream was staying hungry enough to need one.